Hello, everyone, and welcome again. So, we have been studying the adjectives and, of course, nouns. Yes, the comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives. In fact, uh, when we talk about adjectives, immediately nouns also come to our minds. Yes, so in the last two videos, we studied the degrees of adjectives and the comparatives. And now from now on, in the following two videos, we are going to study again the degrees of adjectives, of course, with multisyllable, is multisyllable, more than one syllable adjectives, and comparisons of adjectives, and of course, comparisons with noun again, okay? Because adjectives always define, describe nouns, so they always come together. Yes, we always think them together. Okay, let's start. Okay, all right. Anyway, hello and welcome again. I hope it will be a useful video. I hope it will be a useful video. So, okay, I can't see the sentence because of, okay, it's okay now. Okay, yes, here are, as you see, two interesting, not images, but GIFs, yes, two interesting GIFs. Now, let's take a look at the GIF on the left. It's about a duck and its ducklings, its babies, yes. And the image, sorry, the GIF on the right is about a hen and its chicks, its babies again. So they are really interesting. Again, we need adjectives, yeah. They are interesting and they tell something to us. Okay. Now, Roman number one. Have you ever seen a duck guiding its ducklings? Yes, I am sure everybody has seen a duck guiding or leading its ducklings, taking a duck, taking its ducklings to a place, to a lake, for example. Okay. Now, Roman number two. Have you ever seen a hen protecting or guarding its chicks? Yes, this is also very famous. And again, we need adjectives, for example. Let's take a look at the hen. Does the hen look courageous, or the eagle look courageous? Yeah. So the hen looks more courageous than the eagle. The hen looks or is, yeah, the hen is, it is clear that the hen is more courageous or more courageous than the eagle, or the hen is more powerful. Yes, the hen seems more powerful than the eagle. Okay, the hen attacked the eagle, and it protected its babies. Okay. Yes, of course. Let's see some other adjectives and nouns, of course. Yes. A lot of, you know this, a lot of, lots of is the positive or the simple form. Positive means not the opposite of negative, of course. It is clear that the plain form of that adjective, that quantifier, that determiner, a lot of, more, most. Okay. And a few, few for countable nouns, fewer, the fewest. Again, this is the opposite of a lot of, more, or most. But a lot of, more, or most are for both countable and uncountable nouns. When it comes to a few, few, fewer, the fewest, do you know these are for countable nouns? Okay. Dialogue 1. The duck has lots of babies. Doesn't it? Yes, the duck. This is the duck, and these are its babies. The duck has lots of babies. Does the hen, let's take a look at the hen. Does the hen have a few or few babies? Okay, so we can say the hen has a few, not few, but a few babies. Which animal has few babies? The rabbit. On the right picture, the rabbit has few babies, maybe 2 babies, yeah, but a few, okay? When it comes to a few, more than 2, 3, yes, 4, 5, 6, okay, about 4 or 5 in number, of course. Yes, so to express the amount of, the quantity of nouns, yes, we use those determiners or those quantifiers. Of course, we also express the quality of nouns. Okay. For example, quality. The hen is more courageous than the eagle. Yes, courageous here is a quality, the feature of the hen. Okay. Okay. Dialogue 2. The hen has more babies. Yes, it is very clear. The hen has more babies than the rabbit. The rabbit has 1 or 2, no, more than 1, 2 or 3 babies. Okay, not more than 3. So the hen has more babies than the rabbit. Okay. Does the hen have more babies or fewer babies than the duck? Of course, the hen has fewer babies than the duck. Which animal has the most babies? Of course, the duck on the left. The duck has the most babies. Okay. Okay, or there are more babies. There are more babies in the picture on the left. Okay. Now other 2 gifts. Okay. Let's read the gifts first, I think, not to distract our attention. Okay. The first one says, I only work with polite people. I only work with polite people, kind people. The second one, the lovely, pretty girl says, but I was polite and I said, please. Yeah. Why did she say please? She said please because she was polite. Okay. So polite people always say please. Now, Jason is bright, intelligent, smart. Jason is bright and polite. Judy is smarter and politer. Okay? ER, comparative form. Who is the smartest? EST, smartest, superlative form. Who is the smartest and the politest? Who is both a genius and a diplomat? Yes, who is both a genius and a diplomat. We can also give the same message by using the beautiful human qualities. Okay. A genius means a highly talented, imaginative, or intelligent person. Diplomat means someone who uses his or her skill, uses skill and tech in dealing with other people. A person who deals tactfully, delicately with others. So we can easily say that a diplomat is a kind person, is a polite person, but a genius is a smart, bright, intelligent person. He is more intelligent than normal. Okay. How can I be a smart person? The first one says circle. Surround yourself with people smarter than you. Yes. And the second one says, I am a genius. I am a genius. Okay. Dialogue 3. Selim says that Faruk is intelligent. Okay. Who says that İlhan is more intelligent? Harry says that İlhan is more intelligent. Who says that Saim is the most intelligent in the group? Yakup says that Saim is the most intelligent in the group. Does Saim say that he is a genius? Yes, Saim says that he is a genius. He is an intelligent person, clever person, smart person, bright person, brilliant person, talented person, sensible person, wise person, gifted person. Gifted. Gifted is adjective. Okay, genius is noun. Does Saim say that he is a genius? Yes, he says that he is a genius. He is a gifted person. Okay. How far are the airport and the train station from your office? Yes. Let's think about it and see the dialogue. 4, the airport is further or farther, both the same, okay? The airport is further than the train station from our office. Is the bus terminal farther or nearer than the airport from here? It is nearer than the airport from here. Which one is the nearest to the city center? The bus terminal is the nearest to the city center. The train station is not the nearest, is not the nearest one. The airport is not the nearest one, but the terminal, the bus terminal, is the nearest to the city center. Okay, nearer, warmer, colder, quicker, but imaginative becomes more imaginative, boring becomes more boring, or even bored, for example. Yes, more bored. Ali is more boring, Meral is more bored. Okay. These are very useful adjectives. Boring, bored, annoying, annoyed, interesting, interested. Yeah. Okay, please just let me know it. Please just let me know it. Okay. Let me know. Well, let me know is also possible. Well, let me know. Let me know the answer. Let me know the price, for example. Let me know it. Let me know noun clause. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you will buy. Let me know what you bought yesterday. Okay? Let me know what you think about this program. Dialogue 5. Further has another, the second meaning is this. Further means more, or any further, any more, additional. It means additional. For example, I will certainly let you know if I learn more information or any more information or further information or any further, okay? Any further information. Well, it modifies the information noun here, okay? Okay, how much information? More information. Any more information, further information. Okay, additional information. Yeah, extra information. If I learn extra information, I will let you know that you know it. Okay, will you let me know again if clause? Will you let me know if you hear further news? Yes, of course, I will let you know if I hear any further news. Okay, any further news, any more news, any additional news, any extra news. Let me know the address also is just a noun. We can use a noun clause. Let me know what the address is. Okay, let me know when you will come. Okay. Dialogue 6, we are not heavier than they are. Okay, we are not heavier than. They also come together. Heavier, comparative, and then. Okay, they are not heavier than they are. Are they lighter than you are? Yes, they are lighter than I am, or than me. They are lighter than me. Dialogue 7. So we have studied 500 dialogues so far. We have studied, okay? We have studied 500 dialogues so far. Okay. A. Ayaş is a town in Turkey of Ankara. Ayaş is nearer or closer than Beypazarı to Ankara. Is Kalecik nearer or further? Or farther is possible here, okay? Farther than Beypazarı to Ankara. I'm not sure about it, but I think or probably Kalecik is further than Beypazarı to Ankara. Okay, dialogue 8. I really want to give further. Now this further is the second meaning. Okay, additional, more, extra. I really want to give further information about Tuz Gölü in Turkey. Do you want to ask further questions about it? Yes, I really want. I really want to ask further questions about it. What else can you do? Can you do for further details? I can give you some further documents. Okay, I can give you some further documents about that lake. Okay, I can give you further documents, more documents, or additional documents about Tuz Gölü. Okay, another GIF. What does it say? It says, that's a very good point. It has a meaning. That's a meaningful point. That's a very good point. Okay, good, better, best. Good point, but okay, this is very important. We can also say that's a better point or that's the best point. Yeah, let's not miss it. Let's not fail using it in like this, in this form. Okay, that's a very good point. That's a better point than this point, and that's the best point. That's the best point in learning English. Okay. Of course, it's a good point, but isn't there a better point, or can't we think of the best point? Yeah, these are also useful questions to expand our understanding and using about English. Okay. Dialogue 9. Well, what? There are 3 gifts of the best actor award goes to. Yeah, it is very famous. The award goes to Tom Cruise, for example. Okay, the winner is Tom Cruise. Okay, ready, set, go. This is very famous saying. Or ready, steady, go. Ready, set, go is also possible. Go here means start, begin. What about the last one? Camera action. Yes. I have observed, I have witnessed such a position for example, a director was shooting a film, and before starting shooting, yes, before starting making the film, he said, I heard that. Okay, I heard that he said, ready, steady, go, and he turned to the spectators, to us, and be quiet, please. And then they started shooting the film. Okay. Dialogue 9. I believe that Ayhan will be the best actor. Yes. Who do you believe will be the most popular actor or actress? I believe that Larry will be the most popular actor. Okay. We are ready to go. We are ready to go means here we are ready to start. Ready, steady, or set, and go, please. Okay. Let's have a go, also possible. And yes, they say lights, camera, and action. Be quiet, please. And the director turns to the actors or actresses, the stars in the film. He says, be dramatic, keep acting, don't stop, keep acting, go on acting. Okay. B2. B2 is a structure. It is kinda will plus must. Okay. It is really different. Okay. For example, they are to write a report. It includes the message that they must write a report, and they will. Okay. They will write a report. They are going to write a report. They must something like this. They are to write a report. In the future, there is a responsibility and obligation. Okay. They are to write a report. It both means they must write, they will write, they are going to write. They are to write. Okay. To write, yes, let me remind you again as a preparation for the passive voice. To write means active. To be written, passive. Okay? Okay. The report is to be written. Again, the report will be written, must be written, something like this, that kind of message. There is that kind of message in it. Okay? The report is to be written in 2 hours, for example. Okay. Of course, our topic is not this. We will study them in detail in the future presentations. Okay, here is another give. So I'll read a book, or maybe 2, or maybe 3. Yes, I'll read a book, or maybe I'll read 2 books, I'll read 3 books, 4 books, 6 books, 7 books, okay, 10 books. It means this situation tells us that she feels like, okay, emotional. She feels like reading books now, feel like doing something, okay? She feels like reading a lot of books, okay? Do you feel like reading books now? Yes, I feel like reading them. Okay, feel like means have a desire for something or doing something is important. In fact, you should screenshot this slide. Okay. Feel like doing or fancy doing. Okay, you can substitute. You can use fancy in place of feel like. Okay. For example, do you fancy reading books now? Yes, I fancy reading a lot of books. More powerful than would you I would like to read. I want to read. Okay, I want to read a lot of books. I would like to read a lot of books is also true, but I fancy reading books is more powerful than want or would like. Okay, so she has a desire. Now she has a desire to read. Okay, she has a desire to read a lot of books. It's really useful. Okay, dialogue 10. Yasemin has a lot of books. Okay, Yasemin has a lot of books. It's so simple for you now. If you have studied, of course, if you have studied so far, okay, this is so simple. Yasemin has a lot of books. Who has more books than Yasemin? Yes, Necla has more books than Yasemin. Who has the most books? Terry has the most books. Who has the most books? Terry does. Terry has the most books, or Terry has got the most books. Okay. The most, again, let me take your attention to the active passive usage of verbs. Okay. The most writing authors, the most writing writers or authors, active. Okay. Writing is also adjective here, but the most written topics is passive. So the most written topic, written is here also an adjective. Verb trees and verb ings are also adjectives. Okay, the most writing authors, the most written topics. For example, the most written topics are climate change, education, economy these days, for example. Yes, write, wrote, written. We will study the written form, third form of the verbs in passive voice, in passive structures. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at the image first. Now, the GIF first. What did you do? What did you do? Okay. What did you do? What will you do? What have you done? Okay. What did you do in the past? For example, yesterday, last year. What will you do tomorrow? What have you done so far, up to now? Dialogue 11. I saw. What did you do? I saw a lot of books. Okay. I saw a lot of books. Did you see more books or fewer books than I did? Or than me? I saw more books than you or than you did. Now, saw, had, read, bought, got, brought, will read, see, buy, can buy, have, has seen, yes, verb 3 and verb 2. Books, editor, scientist, artist, okay. Okay, for example, did you see more editors, more scientists, more artists, or did you visit more poets than I did? Did you visit again, also possible? Did you visit libraries, more libraries than me, etc., etc.? Did you interview, for example, more archivists than me? Yes, I interviewed more archivists than you. But Jakub interviewed the most archivists. Archivist. Okay. Dialogue 12a. It means that there is 12b in the next slide. Okay. how much do you read? Really important. I think it will be about how many books do you read, okay? How much do you read? Yes. But how many books do you read? Of course, in both situations, we can give the same answers like this. A, I read a lot. Do you read more than me or less than me? Less than I do. I think I read less than you do. Okay. But here, how many books do you read a month? How many books do you read a month? How much do you read a month? Also possible, but how many books do you read a month? I read a lot of books. Do you have more books or fewer books than I do? I read more books than you do. Or I have fewer books than you do. But if I say, I have got more books than you have. 13a, I have a lot of books. Do you have more books or fewer books than I do? Yeah, this is the explanation. Okay, I have a lot of books. Do you have more books or fewer books than I do? I have fewer books than you do. Okay, it's like this. But I have got a lot of books. Have you got more books or fewer books than I have? So I have fewer books than you have. Okay, dialogue 14a. I will read a lot of books. Will you read more books or fewer books than I will? Again, I think I will read more books than you will. But if it is can, for example, I can read a lot of books. Will you read more books or fewer books than I can? Of course, I will read more books than you can, than you must. Okay. 15, Meral read a lot of books last month. Yes, read. Meral read a lot of books last month. Türkan read more books than Meral did. Who read the most books? Leyla read the most books than they did. Superlative form. Okay. 16a. Meral read much. Yes, Meral read much. Meral read a lot of many books. Okay. Türkan read more than Meral did. Who read the most? Jasmine read the most. Or Jasmine read the most books. Okay, 17a. Sally really spoke intelligently, Edward. Sally really spoke intelligently. Who spoke more intelligently than Sally? Elizabeth spoke more intelligently than Sally did. Who spoke most intelligently? Melissa did. In short, is also 100% true. Melissa spoke most intelligently in the group. Most intelligently of the three. Okay. Speak, spoke, spoken. Okay, let's remember it again. Intelligence is noun, intelligent is adjective, but intelligently is adverb. Now, here is a good practice for you, exercise for you. What will you do here? Please make comparative or superlative, okay? Not the other things, but you please focus on just comparative forms and superlative forms of adjectives. Okay, please, yeah, one, exercise 1. Winter, summer, cold. So, it is natural that, normal that winter is colder than summer. Jülide, Gülizar, beautiful. Jülide is more beautiful than Gülizar. Whale in the world. Big, with big, adjective big. So, whale is the biggest animal in the world. The blue whale. Yes, the blue whale is the biggest animal in the world, etc., etc. I think you can, it will be better for you. They seem better, yeah, they seem better if you do them. Okay, they are really quite important. Okay, for example, let's choose one of them. My hobby of all, bad. My hobby is the worst of all. My hobby is the worst of all. Bad, worst, the worst. Okay. Good, better, best, bad, worst, the worst. Okay. Watching a film, doing homework, enjoyable, but doing homework, watching a film, useful. Watching a film is more enjoyable than doing homework, but watching a film is more enjoyable than doing homework, but doing homework is more useful, more useful than watching a film. My teacher young, I am younger than my teacher. Okay. A car, a bike, fast, etc., etc. But a cheetah is the fastest. A car is faster than a bike, but a cheetah is the fastest animal in the world. Okay. So, besides these written documents, we are doing these oral documents. We are doing them, and I always put them in the description part, in the description box of the English Acquiring channel. Yes, you can see them. You can see those presentations and written form of them, all of them, in the description part of English Acquiring channel. Okay. Istanbul city in Turkey crowded. So Istanbul is the most crowded city in Turkey. Okay. Now, dialogue 18. David can work hard. Hard is here, adverb. David can work hard. Who can work harder than David? Joseph can work harder than David. Who can work the hardest of all? Ismail can work the hardest of all. Okay. And we can omit the. Ismail can work hardest. Okay. Let me put it in brackets or parentheses. In adverbs, okay? In adverbs, we can omit the. We may not use the. Ismail can work hardest of all. It modifies verb here. Okay. Work is a verb. Okay, 19. There are a lot of apples everywhere. There are. We can see, for example, we can see a lot of apples everywhere. Are there more apples in the box than in the basket? Yes, there are more apples in the basket than in the box than in the basket. Where are there the most apples? Yeah, it is just like there are a lot of apples, there are more apples, or there are the most apples. The is necessary here, okay? We cannot delete, we cannot erase the here. We must use it because it's comparative form of, superlative form of the adjectives. So we can say, just like saying there are a lot of apples, we can say there are the most apples, okay? There are a lot of apples, there are more apples, there are the most apples in the basket. Okay. 20A. Orhun eats more apples than Cihat. So, more comes before a noun, okay? Orhun eats more apples, just like Orhun eats a lot of apples, for example. Orhun eats more apples or 10 apples as a quantifier. Yes, Orhun eats more apples than Cihat. Emre eats more apples than Orhun. So who eats the most apples? Yakup eats the most apples. Who eats the fewest apples of the tree? Who eats the fewest apples of the tree? Of course, Orhun. Orhun eats the fewest apples of the tree. Again, let me remind it once more. The opposite of a lot of is a few or a little in uncountable nouns, okay? And of course, the degrees of them. It's obvious, it's clear that it's a really useful expression. It's obvious that you are doing well, for example. It's obvious or it's clear that there is no question, there is no problem. It's clear that we have no problem. Okay. Now, before countable nouns, I think the next one will be before uncountable nouns with a little less than the least. Okay, let's see the countable nouns. Okay. Peter took 7 photos, or a few photos, a lot of photos, some photos. Yes. Peter took 7 photos. Julia took 9 photos. James took 17 photos, pictures. Okay, this is the situation. And this is the situational dialogue, okay? We cannot say that it is just a grammar lesson. We don't just explain this is this and this pattern is this rule is this, but we should imagine a real life situation. Okay, 21A. Peter took fewer photos than Julia. Who took more photos than Julia did? Martin took more photos than Julia did. Who took the fewest photos? Sorry. Peter, James took more photos than Julia. Who took the fewest photos? Of course, Peter. With 7 photos, Peter took the fewest photos. Who took the most photos in the family? Of course, James did. James took the most photos in the family. Okay. Before uncountable nouns, a little, less than, the least. Peter drank 3 bottles of milk. 3 bottles of milk. How much milk? 3 bottles of milk. How many bottles of milk? 3 bottles of milk. Julia drank 2 bottles of milk. James drank 1 bottle of milk. Now, A. Julia drank, according to this situation, Julia drank less milk than James. No, James drank 1 bottle. Julia drank less milk than James. Who drank more milk than Julia? Peter drank more milk than Julia. Okay, let me read the first one again. Julia drank 2 bottles. Julia drank less milk than James. Of course, James drank 1 bottle of milk, okay? Yes, we have to think about them. Okay, who drank the least milk of the three? Yes, with 1 bottle of milk, of course, James. James drank. James drank the least milk, okay? The least milk of the three in the group. Who drank the most milk in the group? Peter did, or Peter drank the most milk in the group. Okay. Now, what does it say? There is no point. It's just fun. Don't look for an intention. Don't look for a reason. Okay? Something like this. There is no point. There is no point. It's just fun. Okay. Now, dialogue. Why do you go fishing? Why do you go fishing? It's fun. There's no point. Don't look don't look for a meaning in it. Don't look for a reason, a cause, a purpose in it. Okay? It's fun. It's just fun. Okay. I go fishing for fun. For fun adverb here. Okay? I go fishing for fun. Okay. Okay. Much fun. Oh, this is also interesting. Let me read it first. Fun as an adjective, okay? It is a one syllable. It is a one syllable adjective. So it should take ER and EST. Okay? But it isn't like this. English consider it as multi-syllable adjective, like courageous, like interesting, like intelligent. Okay, so we use much fun, a lot of fun, lots of fun, more fun, and most fun. Okay. Fun as an adjective means enjoyable, in fact, okay? Enjoyable. Just like saying more enjoyable, or most enjoyable. Okay. We say more fun or most fun, okay? Most fun. As a noun, an enjoyable activity. Yeah, as an adjective, it is, if you say it is fun, it is enjoyable. For football is fun. Football is enjoyable. But as a noun, means an enjoyable activity. Football is an enjoyable game, for example. Football is fun. Again, although fun is one syllable, we use more and most. Okay. What does the image say? The most fun we ever had. Yes, the most fun we ever had so far. So much fun. Okay, we are having so much fun, for example. We are having so much fun. Yes, have a lot of fun. Okay, have a good day, have a good morning. Yes, have a good lesson. Have a lot of fun. Okay. Now, for example, here is an advertisement. 5 most fun jobs in the world. Okay. Fun jobs, adjective. But have a lot of fun now. Okay. Are you having fun, for example? Yes, I am having a lot of fun. Okay, 23A. The playground was more fun than the seaside. Adjective. The playground was more enjoyable than the seaside. The garden was the most fun place for the children. The most enjoyable place for the children. Did the parents have more fun or most fun at the playground? This is noun. Did the parents have more fun or most fun at the playground? Parents had more fun at the playground than the seaside, for example. Okay, funner? No. Forget about it. Okay? No funner. Question mark. It is a little bit tricky. Yes. But why? We want to say, but why? It is a one syllable adjective, but English language or English grammar says that you should take it as a multi-syllable adjective, like interesting, annoying. Okay. 24a. I make videos for fun. I make videos for fun. Why do you write poems? Just for fun means I write poems just for fun. I just do this to have fun. Now, okay. Why do you go on picnics? For fun, just for fun. Okay, just for fun. This is the answer. Sorry, this one. Just for fun means I go on picnics just for fun. Edward, as Edward. Okay, now it's more fun than it sounds, than it seems, than it appears, than it looks. Yeah, it's more fun than it sounds. What's it like to have a picnic by the lake? It's the most fun for me. Okay. 25. I think it was fun. How was the picnic? What was the picnic like? I think it was fun. Now, quiz time. Please choose the correct alternative. Question 1. We are not heavier. Okay, blank, they are, of course, then. We immediately, or we should immediately remember then when we see the comparative form of adjectives and adverbs. Okay. Will you let me know if you blank further news? Will you let me know if you blank further news? If you hear. Yes, will you let me know if you hear. Okay. 3, have you got more? Have you got more books or fewer books than I blank? Of course, A is true, then I have, because it's an have got, has got sentence. Okay. Will you read more books or blank books than I will? More books or a lot? No. We should look for not a positive form, but a comparative form. Most, no, we don't look for the superlative form because according to the flow of the sentence, will you read more books or fewer? Yes, fewer suits there. Complete. Okay. Will you read more books or fewer books than I will? 5. Where are there the blank apples? Where are there? No, a lot of. No, we don't say more, fewer, but D is true, biraz superlative. When we see the superlative of adjectives or even adverbs, yes, we can use the, but we may not use the in the superlatives of adverbs. Okay. Where are there the most apples? There are the most apples on the trees. Okay. Well, we can see the most apples on the trees. Now, time to study. It's time to study vocabulary to increase our vocabulary and using vocabulary. Okay? Yes, let's improve our vocabulary. Evidence means facts or observations presented in support of an assertion, claim. Witness, the witness, eyewitness, is the one who has seen, not the one who has heard. Yeah, seeing is important to be a witness, okay? Seeing is important. Witnessing is more important than judging, they say. This is a famous saying, and I like it because they will judge according to the evidence. Yes, witnessing is more important than judging, and seeing is important in witnessing, not hearing. Okay. The judgment is made being based on the evidence. Again, there is a passive in it, passive meaning in it. The judgment is made being based on the evidence, and this is this. Okay. Trust as a verb, believe that someone is honest or will not do anything bad or wrong. But trust as a noun, uh, trust as a noun means that you don't have, okay? That you don't possess. Something that is given to you, okay? That is given to you for your safekeeping, safeguarding. We should keep it safe, okay? If something is a trust, okay? But trustworthy is also a beautiful human quality. Adjective, someone who is trustworthy can be trusted and depended on. A dependable person, okay? Reliable person, a trustworthy person does not think about possessing the thing that you gave to him or her. Okay. And trust is a beautiful word. Make someone responsible for doing something important, for taking care of someone. Yes. Kenan has been entrusted with the garden. So entrust somebody with something, passive voice, be entrusted with something, okay? Kenan has been entrusted with the garden. It was entrusted to Yusuf. Who entrusted? Who entrusted or confided the garden to Yusuf's safekeeping or safeguarding? Mahmud Bey entrusted the garden to Yusuf's safekeeping or safeguarding. Okay. Kenan hasn't been entrusted, garden. It was entrusted to Yusuf. The garden was entrusted to Yusuf. Okay. Entrusted garden as an adjective. We can use it, you know this, verb 3. Okay, but they will be clearer after having acquired passive voice. Okay. Dialogue A. I willingly entrusted. Okay. Nobody forced me. I willingly entrusted my wallet to honor because he is trustworthy, reliable, dependable. Who was entrusted with a suitcase? Who was entrusted with a suitcase full of banknotes? Salih Bey was entrusted with a suitcase full of banknotes. Okay? Who entrusted? Let's ask this with active, this is passive. Who entrusted him with a suitcase full of banknotes? Emin Bey entrusted Salih with a suitcase full of banknotes. Okay. Active, passive. It's a matter of active, passive. Yes. Okay. Dilek was entrusted. Okay. Dilek was entrusted with Nimet's son's education. Who was entrusted with the task of looking after 10 kids? Melissa was entrusted with the task of looking after 10 kids. Okay. Nosy as an adjective means praying, inquisitive or curious in others' affairs. Yes, nosy person, nosy neighbor. Especially it is famous for nosy neighbors. Okay. Burhan Bey has got a nosy neighbor who usually videotapes around his house. May it be a way to stop burglars? Yes, somewhat. It may be a way to stop burglars. They may think that there is someone who is making videos around here. Okay. Hassan suggests that everybody installs an alarm to make their home burglar proof. Yeah, waterproof, burglar proof. Impossible. Burglar proof means to be impossible for burglars to do their jobs. Okay. Who suggests everybody puts identification numbers on their valuable items? Yes, Mehmet Bey suggests everybody puts identification numbers on their valuable things. Yes. In both questions and sentences, suggest that. Yes. Mahmut Bey suggests that everybody puts identification numbers on their valuable items. Alper suggests harsher punishments to stop crime. Yeah. Who suggests teaching children about crime? Yakub Bey suggests teaching children about crime. Is there anyone who blames television? Yes. For example, Meliha Hanım thinks that television has negative effect on children, so he suggests to keep children from watching television. Okay. If you suggest something, you put forward or you offer, you propose a plan or idea, opinion for someone to think about. Mahmut suggests that citizens should be better organized. Who disapproves of personal weapons? Sami Bey disapproves of personal persons. Or George, Mr. Brown disapproves of personal weapons. Disapprove of. Who says that a bigger police force is needed? Joseph says that a bigger police force is needed. Genius for is also a noun, but this is not the person, okay? To have genius for something, this is the capacity, okay? Genius for extraordinary intelligence, okay? A very high level of intelligence, mental skill or ability, which only a few people have. Work of genius, for example. Oh, look at this book. Look at this poem. It's a work of genius. A work of pure genius. Writer of genius. For example, Necip Fazıl was a writer of genius. Man of genius. A stroke of genius, a very clever idea, a bright idea. Brainwave or inspiration. Genius as a noun, again, the ability to learn well, intelligence, brains, brilliance, intellect, wisdom, the highly talented, imaginative, or intelligent person. Yes. Genius at. As a noun, this is also a person. You can say he is a genius, or he is genius, or he has genius. Okay. Brilliant, brainy as a noun, an adjective. Good at studying, person of genius, someone who has an usually high level of intelligence, mental skill, ability, smart, bright, yeah, brilliant. Okay, what does the bear yogi say? It says, I am smarter than the average bear. Okay. Does a gifted person Does a gifted person read more or less? Read, person read more or, sorry. Does a gifted person read more or think more or work more? Yes, they say that a gifted person, a genius, works more. Yeah, works more. Okay. Of course, reads, thinks, and works more. Okay, Furkan is gifted. He can blow ney extremely well. Moreover, he can write beautiful poems. Who is brainy? What can he or she do? Jakub is brainy. He can solve difficult problems easily. Jakub is brainy. Smart or bright. Leman has a genius. Yeah, as an ability. Leman has a genius for composing speeches. Who has a genius for composing music pieces, music works? Ali Rıza has a genius for composing music pieces. Gifted at, yeah, this is really important. I also advise to screenshot this one. Gifted at or talented at, brilliant at, brainy at, just like good at or proficient at or competent at. Okay, for example, Yasemin is gifted at writing poems, talented at writing poems, brilliant at writing and reciting poems, reciting or reading poems, brainy at, good at, proficient at, he has proficiency, okay? Yasemin is proficient at writing poems, competent at, skillful at, okay? Yasemin is competent at writing poems. Okay, just like you are good at writing stories. You are proficient at writing stories. You are gifted at writing stories. Are you also talented at, yeah, talented at, brilliant at? Are you also talented at writing poems? Yes, I am also talented at writing poems. Who is genius at writing articles? Yasemin is genius at writing articles. Okay, thanks for watching and bye. See you next time.